everybody? Welcome back to our Origin Summit Preview 2017. I'm Z Garcia. I am here with Matt from Cryptozoic. How are you, Matt?
Oh, just fine.
Good to have you. We're going to be taking a look here at the last at the Attack on Titan, The Last Stand.
Indeed.
And
let's not forget a game by Antoine Bauza and Ludovic Maublanc.
That is very important. I love those guys. They do fantastic stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to leave it in your hands. Please give me a brief look at what's going on here.
Right, so as everyone knows, Attack on Titan is the story, the anime and manga series of giant humanoid things that attack the last bastion of humanity on, let's call it Earth, okay?
Okay.
And of course, they train up their young people to fight the Titans.
That's right.
So that is what we are simulating today in this game that is a one versus many.
Okay.
So one person plays as the Titan, and up to 4 players play the heroes.
Okay.
As you can see, there are 4 different colors of dice and whatnot. There's actually 8 different heroes. We've got some of the most popular ones out there right now, like Armin, Eren, Mikasa, and Connie. There are others as well, and they have figures as well. But the basic gameplay is you've got to, as the heroes, you've got to climb the Titan and do damage to it in any way you can. Get up near the neck and go for that kill shot. Only one way to kill it, and that's going for the neck. And you can do that through sword play, through cannon fire, and other various means.
Okay.
The Titan can win by either stomping on a bunch of citizens, which are out there in front of the Titan over there. There's 12 citizens. If it eats all of those, then it's like, it's too Pyrrhic of a victory to even to bother.
Okay.
The Titan can also win if they destroy all the cannons on the wall.
Okay.
Okay. This is our nice little 3D wall. And the other way they can win is if any hero gets eaten. So the heroes each have 3 health points.
Okay.
And so if any one of them loses all 3,
if one goes down,
any one of them goes down. Yeah. So there's no player elimination or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah. So there are 4 different Titans that you can play as: basic, voracious, deviant, and destructive. Each one has slightly different built-in inherent abilities.
Okay.
And then each one has its own little deck of, I believe it's 7 cards. Yeah, 7 cards.
Okay.
Now, each turn, the Titan player is going to look through their hand and choose 2 cards. These are what the Titan is trying to accomplish for the turn.
Okay.
They will put one of them face up and the other one face down. So the players have some small indication of what the Titan is up to for the turn, but not what the hidden thing is, okay?
Okay.
Now, each of the players gets to roll their dice.
These are really cool,
these
nice,
are
chunky,
giant, chunky, super heavy.
Really
I think
well
these
made.
weigh
They're
like a quarter-pound each, right?
Engraved quarter-pound. They are pretty hefty. They're very nice. All right, go for it.
So you're gonna roll. So the dice are giving you actions. The dice are, this is, oh my gosh.
It looks like a bad roll.
This is what we call a terrible roll right here. There's 6 different sides, okay? And this was a horrible roll. Let me just kind of, not sure how much the camera's gonna be able to pick out, but there's a little guy with his 3D maneuver gear.
Oh, they can see them out there.
They can see him out there a little bit. I think they'll know. Attack on Titan people know. We got a maneuver gear, that's a move. We got swords, that's damage if you're on the Titan.
Okay.
We've got the cannon symbol, which you can do damage if you're on the tower. We have the little, this symbol is the tactics symbol.
Okay.
I'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
And finally, and then the dodge symbol, a little grappling hook.
Yeah.
And finally, what I rolled mostly was the Titan head, okay? Titan heads, this is not a good thing to roll because this is a press your luck, dice action driven game.
Okay.
Unfortunately for me, these 3 cards all go to the Titan. So in a starter game, you're probably gonna have the Titan player playing the basic. That's the basic right there.
Got it.
I would now give the Titan player those 3 dice.
Oh, I see.
Which is super duper bad.
They'll be able to use these against you now.
Yeah, there are 3, each of the different Titan versions of the Titan, or each different Titan has 3 different Titan head abilities.
Okay.
And the more heads you give them, the worse it's going to be for you.
Okay.
Now, I said press your luck. That is useful because I can re-roll my dice as many times as I want. However, guess what? Any Titan head I roll is going to go over there. Now, for instance, this trample card, if I needed to dodge this card, I would need to provide 2 grappling hooks. I have 1, so I'll press my luck and see what happens here. No, no, and I lose a Titan head. So it's probably just, I'm gonna give up at this point. Now, obviously in it, we would have all of the heroes playing at once. So if there was like, if I was playing just against you, I would play all 4 heroes, but you can play 4.
So they're always all 4 in play.
You're always gonna play with all of them, yeah, so they can do their thing.
So if you're playing, if
well,
you
actually,
are
that's
playing
not
with a
necessarily true. You can play with fewer.
Okay.
Yeah, but we tend to just want to see the whole team together.
Sure, yeah.
Each of
now,
the
if
heroes.
you're playing with multiple players, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Does everybody get to roll simultaneously?
Yeah, everyone rolls at the same time.
Sounded
and then
like you were saying that.
Yeah, you can strategize to be like, okay, well, why don't you, why don't you re-roll and see what you can do? Because maybe we want you to hit this first.
That's interesting.
You know, and that way there is strategy amongst the players.
Yeah, cool.
One of the big strategy points is in these gigantic tactics cards. Remember that tactics symbol I mentioned? The little window on the world over here?
Yes.
That's a tactic. Okay, now, the tactics deck are little incremental victories that you can win other than just smacking down the Titan.
Okay.
So this is a great one, probably my favorite one to hit early. This is a randomized deck, by the way, okay?
Okay.
This blind side, if you can enact it, what happens is you need a hero on level 4 with 2 dodges.
Okay.
You need a hero on the tower level 3 with 1 cannon, and then just any 2 other cannons from anywhere else.
Okay.
If you can get that, then you can enact the blinding shot. And what that does is it makes it, they must put both cards face up. So the Titan wouldn't just have the one for the rest of the game. Right. So that's a great one. So you would leave it off to the side and say, we have that ability.
Got it.
And then you basically are looking for, this is the damage meter here for the Titan, okay? And it's not that difficult to get it up into the kill zone. What is difficult is getting up top and staying there, because the Titan has a lot of tricks up their sleeve where they're gonna try and knock you down.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
But if you've got the dice to dodge, you can avoid it, all right? The problem is being able to dodge and have enough symbols to still make the kill shot.
Yeah.
Because eventually what happens is it normally would take 2 of these tactics cards to be able to take the top tactics and put it on the bottom, looking for one of the kill shot cards.
Got it.
So the kill shot tactics are either neck slash or eradication, okay? So 2 out of the
2 in there,
just 2 out of the 7.
Okay.
So you've got to find those. Now, characters do have special abilities. Connie over there, people can kind of see the little orange things at the bottom going on.
Yeah, right.
Connie has, whenever he spends a move, whenever he takes a move die action, he actually moves 2. Movement in this game, for instance, Connie's over here, so with a move of 2, he could go from 5 to 6. I don't know if people can see that these are numbered.
Right.
So it goes from ground floor
levels,
0.
basically, right?
Yeah. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're also color coded, so there's the blue is the top half of the Titan, brown is the lower half. There is a special rule where you can move from 0 to 1. You can move from 0 to 1, obviously, getting up. You have to go in order.
Okay.
But there are stairs in the wall, so you can move from the ground to 3 as well.
Okay.
So you got to decide where do you want to go. Do you want to go to 1 or do you want to go to 3 on your turn?
And all the numbers are both on the Titan and on the building. I see them there on the building.
Yes, these
so
do have numbers on them, and yeah, that fits together. Yeah, Mikasa, she does 1 swords, is actually 2 swords, so if she's on the Titan, she deals 2 damage to it.
Okay.
Aaron can actually loan other players dice, which will help them dodge some of the things that might knock them down.
Okay.
Armin, very nice ability. He can spend 1 tactics die, just 1, and search through the deck for the perfect tactic.
Wow.
Okay, so very
whatever
useful.
you need right there.
There you go. Yeah.
Very cool. How long is the gameplay for it?
The gameplay is, it's 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, so it's
goes
quick,
pretty well.
short.
And certainly, if you're getting stomped by the Titan, it can go less than that. But yeah, 30 to 45.
Cool.
Yep,
All
2 to
versus
5
1.
players.
Attack on Titan. When is this going to be available?
This is coming out in the second half of July, so just about a month.
Pretty soon. Pretty
Just about a
soon,
month,
people will be
yeah.
able to get it at Gen Con.
Certainly at Gen Con,
we've
we've had very limited quantities here at Origins, one case a day, because we had them air-shipped at great expense, but for the fans.
Okay,
So,
very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
And what's the MSRP on this one then?
MSRP is $40.
$40.
Pretty good for a vertical board game with
Yeah,
all
this
that
is,
stuff.
And it has quite the pedigree, as you mentioned. Antoine Boza, and it's with Ludovic, was it? Or
Ludovic Maublanc.
Yeah, Ludovic, Antoine. Great looking stuff. Neat theme. Cooperative, all versus one. Very cool. Thanks for coming by and showing it to us, Matt.
Certainly.
Looks fantastic. I myself cannot wait to chuck some of these dice and take down the Titan. Looks great.
Awesome.
Good
Thank
talking
you.
to you. Thanks very much. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to see you next time.
How you doing? It's Rob again, and I am with Matt from Cryptozoic Games. Matt, how are you, my brother?
Doing well.
All right.
It's Friday, right?
It's Friday somewhere. I think it's
Okay.
Friday here. You
Good.
kind of lose time here when you're
totally.
here.
Especially Origins with their Wednesday start. Yeah, crazy.
I'm like, it's only Friday? What, really?
I know.
We had a couple of questions earlier
Great.
on this game, and the first one was, can the Titan be controlled AI, or does the player have to control it?
The intent is for there to be a brain behind it so that you can make tactical decisions as the Titan. You want to be able to react to where the players are, either on the tower, on the ground, on your legs, on your upper half. So you would... It's not quite. If you just did random cards, it wouldn't work so well. I guess you could try it out. I haven't thought of it even like that, but
Okay.
I guess what you could probably do is play 3 cards face down.
All right.
Or you know what? Just to kind of not mess it up too much, maybe 1 card face up and 2 cards face down. That way, there's just a reasonable chance that some of those cards are going to actually be relevant for the
Okay.
turn, and it would kind of simulate a little bit of a brain, just because they can just kind of luck into a little bit more. A little more challenge for the players. So
Okay.
I would say it'd be possible. I'm sure some enterprising people will figure out a cool way to do it. But I would, off the top of my head, yeah, one up, 2 down. That would probably be okay to try out. And post online how it works. I don't know.
Oh, well, there you
modify
go.
that all you want.
Now
Be the vanguard.
Yeah, the other question that they had was, can you help other heroes?
You can. There are, like Aaron, his ability is to loan dice to other players.
Okay.
So he's a good one. If you're a helper kind of player, you probably want to play as Aaron. You're going to be able to loan dice to the other players so they can do, especially dodges is a powerful one. Or if they need to move, things like that. There are some of the cards the Titan plays are actually overcome by group effort, like playing multiple tactics symbols to interrupt one of the Titan abilities, and that's a group effort. So one person could contribute more if they wanted. So I guess that's kind of a help. So there's not an inherent everyone can help everyone, but there are ways to do it, and Aaron is the best one at doing it.
Okay. Will there be minis?
There are not minis in the initial. We have standees,
Okay.
but I mean, gosh, it's certainly looking to be very popular. I mean, maybe a deluxe edition in a year, but it's
And
hard
this is the final art also.
This is
another
final
question.
product. We've been selling a case a day here at Origins, and we get a line up before we're even open, so they sell out in the first 10 minutes.
Now, the big question that everybody asked is, do you need to know the show to really appreciate this game?
You actually don't need to know the show, because it's a straightforward, just think of it as a monsters attacking,
Yeah,
it's kind of a defend the castle type
I mean, this
game.
thing is just huge.
Oh yeah, that thing is big. I like to call it a vertical board game, because you're moving your piece on up towards the neck to go for the kill shot, and you got to keep the damage on there. Don't give too many dice to the Titan, because they're gonna do bad things to you. So as long as you're just like, you know, hey, I'm moving around. I'm trying to enable some tactics cards and get up there to the neck and go for the kill shot. You don't need to know the lore of the show, and you don't need to know that the person you're playing in the game has already died in the show either. You know? I mean, so, because there are 8 characters, no spoilers, but you know.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that's what they were asking. Are the special Titans from the show?
Yes, there's well, you know, there are 4 Titans to play. There's Basic, which is kind of the starter one and really good for demos. There's a Voracious, Deviant, and also forget the last one. Voracious. Yes. So there it is.
There you go. All right.
Did I already say Voracious?
Yeah, I think you said Voracious.
Oh,
Deviant?
Destructive. There you go. Yeah.
Well, how
Basic,
can we forget Destructive?
Voracious, Deviant, and Destructive.
All
so
right.
there is not variation in the actual gigantic this guy, but yeah. Oh, is that?
That's us.
They can see this.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
This is live.
Okay.
Oh, you thought you were talking to the computer?
I didn't even know that we were
No, we're live.
being videoed here. So I'm like, why am I holding this up? No one can see it. No. Okay. All right. I'm glad I shaved.
Yeah, me too. See, we both shaved.
Yes.
All right, Matt from Cryptozoic, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Good luck with Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to it. I'm sure everybody else is. And thanks for coming by.
Great. Thank you.